Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to The Bachelor Presents Listen to Your Heart. My name is Dave Neal. This is a guy's review. If you haven't met me before, hello. I'm a stand-up comedian from the great state of Rhode Island, living in sunny, smoggy, stay-at-home Los Angeles, California. I've been holed up in my apartment for the last month, quarantining, don't have the COVID, might have HPV. Let's move along. This recap, I just go all in. I'm going all in this season, guys, okay? I've got nothing else to do. Normally I do this half-assed. We're going all in, baby. I'm a stand-up comedian, so I just watch the show. I take notes, and I just read them right back to you. No edits. That's the whole deal. No edits. I read what I say. I might have to bleep something out here or there. We'll have to see. This episode, I'm going to talk about, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to kind of review most of the cast. You know how it is. If they don't feature that person prominently, we just cut them out. You know what I mean? So I'm going to feature most of the cast. I'm going to talk about date number 1, date number 2, my thoughts on the new mansion, because I knew right away. I was like, that's a new mansion. I knew right away. And it had new mansion energy. You know what I mean? And we're going to go over the rose ceremony. And then I'm going to give my predictions for who looks the best couple, like what's the best couple musically. And then I'm going to talk about which couple I'll be rooting for. The thing I love most about this show so far is it's like Bachelor as if the contestants had talent. That's what I love. Because normally it's kind of cringeworthy when somebody whips out the acoustic guitar, but it's like, they're all musicians. Have at it. Play the piano. Let's sing an octave. By the way, I cannot sing. I am tone deaf. I'm going to try to sing during this recap. It ain't going to be pretty, okay? This season, the way it works best is if you guys leave a comment. Like the video, hit subscribe, leave a comment. I respond to every comment, and we'll finish the discussion in the comment section, okay? That's how it's going to work out. So pause what you're doing right now, like the video. It lets the algorithm know that you want to see more of me. And then at the end of the week, I'll share how much money the episode made. That's right. I go over my monetization. It's usually less than a cup of coffee. But Chipotle's closed down, so I got to buy my own avocados. You know what I mean? All right, let's get right into it. We're going deep. Listen to your heart. Chris Harrison models this show off of A Star is Born, which is great. I just hope it has a better ending than the movie. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen it yet, that's a spoiler. How pissed off must Jed be? You know what I mean? He smarmed his way onto The Bachelorette, got to the finale, became engaged, then got completely smeared, and he's, fired from dog food commercial companies, and now they're just so specifically targeted for what he wanted to do in the first place. Oh, Jed, where you at, boy? Okay, so the rules are, if you're not part of a committed couple, you go home. I don't know if I love the idea of this, but I understand it speeds up the process. I just hope that they incorporate a wild card move. Like if there's a bunch of dudes who love this guy, let's call him Billy, right? They love Billy, but none of the chicks pick Billy. There should be a wild card move, so they can be like, we save Billy, because there's a lot of downtime. They want to hang out, bros, play, have some hot tub time together. I don't know. I don't know what they want to do, but I'm just saying I think there should be a wild card. Maybe they'll bring that in later this season. So let's meet some of the cast. We have Bree. She was engaged. She said she gave the ring back, and her ex was like, thank you, but you understand that diamonds have intrinsically no street value once they've been worn before. They're like cars. They lose half the value once you drive them off the lot. Just bought a ring. I'm engaged. Sure, didn't get it from Neil Lane, tell you that much, that leathery bastard. Spray tans. Sheridan owns the Subaru. I like Sheridan. He owns the Subaru, which is also known as a lesbian limo. I used to have one, which the lesbian limo goes very well with his haircut, okay? He's going to go bareback in the outback. All right, folks. Becca she's musical theater. Boy, let me tell you something about music. I used to live near some musical theater chicks, okay? They are so over-dramatic, but it comes with a sex drive that could make Jean Valjean blush, okay? If you don't get that reference, then that's on you, okay? Les Miserables. Live a little, all right? Savannah is a yoga instructor, free spirit, and wild child. That's the on the first date bingo if you were playing the bingo game. I got a bingo. That's it, folks. Trevor drives a Ford Bronco, just like the Heisman winner and alleged murderer O.J. Simpson. That seems legit. I love a good Bronco. Hopefully he can buck some of these ladies right off of him. Boy. You know what's funny is the first episode of any new season, I get a bunch of downvotes because it's like a bunch of Karens in their mid-40s who are like appalled the way I talk. But I've stopped swearing, or at least I'm bleeping it out, so hopefully you guys can handle it. I'm about as vanilla as it comes in the entertainment world, but to some of you, it's the most risque thing you've heard over there in Iowa. You know what I mean? this fucking vanilla toast over here. Jamie's 21 years old, a little young. She does that mechanical bull move to close her suitcase. That's always good. Boy, the baggage with her is both physical and emotional. We're going to find that out. I like Jamie, though. She seems nice. Savannah said, I just wanted to find a pretty face. Savannah said, if I just wanted to find a pretty face, I'd go back to people. If I can't even read my own handwriting, I'm scribbling this down the whole time. If I just wanted to, by the way, let me tell you guys something about this. The first episodes on these types of shows are miserable. This is why I stopped recapping Bachelor in Paradise. There's a bunch of people you meet. You're not going to remember half their names a week later. And I'm just like struggling to find context. It's easier when it's Bachelor or Bachelorette. You at least have the hero. I can make fun of Peter, Ari or whoever for half the season. Anyway, she said, if I just wanted to find a pretty face, I'd go back to people at my modeling agency. I don't know. There was a lot of fumbling to get that through. Not going to edit it, leaving it in, and moving along. Trevor shows up. By the way, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm fighting people who watch this show 3 hours before me. So it's 10:30 at night over here. I got to upload this right away, do all the post-production, and hope that you see my recap before the next guys. It's a very competitive world, this recap game, let me tell you. So I appreciate you subscribing and joining the club. Not to guilt you or anything, but everyone in California lost their job, so we're just sitting here with nothing better to do. Anyway, get that Irish guilt. Boy, Trevor shows up. Trevor shows up. Trevor shows up, okay? Jamie was hanging out with Ryan. Things were going fine. And, of course, as soon as you see the two good-looking dudes and Jamie, you're like, all right, we're going to have some problems here. She's going to be in a little bit of a, Devil's threesome action happening here, which I wouldn't mind watching. I would join that Patreon to watch that. Trevor shows up, and then Jamie just ditches Ryan. She just ditches him, and it's for one, the clean-cut, good-looking dude versus the stubbly-haired, good-looking guy. Then you got the beatboxing guy, Michael. He tries to kiss Savannah. He goes, "You have nice lips," and she said, "I appreciate that." Let me tell you something. If you say something to a lady and she says, "I appreciate that," you ain't getting it in. You know what I mean? He really missed that note, Michael. Off key. Boy, he's not going to be beating any more boxes in the foreseeable future, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about with his tongue. Okay, moving along. Chris Harrison announces that 4 dudes are going home. It'd be fun if those 4 dudes teamed together and started a boy band like the Chris Harrison Rejects. I'd watch the Chris Harrison Rejects. CHR, Chris Harrison Rejects. The first half hour, everybody's so polite. Did you notice that when the show starts, they're very polite. They seemed less competitive. They all try to play it cool. They're like, we got a brand, we got to be cool. We're all musicians. We're in it to win it. One guy's like, Brandon. He goes up to and he goes, "May I steal Julia?" And the other guy's like, "Sure, have at her." And he's like, "Thank you, good sir." They're like tipping hats. Michael getting rejected left and right. I love that line. He goes, "You want to hit the hot tub?" You know what I mean? Want to hit the hot tub? That's not the face of a guy you want to spend floating around in a hot tub. You know what I mean? He for sure pees in the hot tub. He's got that same hair gel that Cameron Diaz used in Something About Mary. You know that hair gel? Ben Stiller gets a little cum on him, and she does that. Okay, you guys understand. Matt and Rudy hit the hot tub. They're looking pretty good. Matt with a line of the century. Line of the century. He goes, "Do you judge a person on how they kiss?" That's a great line. It's really a lot, it's an indefensible line to start making out, but she does the one thing he didn't expect. She just sinks like the Titanic. She just dunk tanks it out. And when a lady goes under the water, she means business, because let me tell you something. If you throw a lady under the water who doesn't want to get her hair wet, you're going to get an angry lady, right? Leave a comment below, ladies, right? You don't want to mess with dry hair. Let me tell you that. I've heard it a million times. "Babe, I just did my curls. Don't let me," you know what I mean? You got to, one of Madison's fake eyelashes hanging off. Yeah, we'll bring her back. By the way, give the location scout a raise for finding this new mansion. Are you kidding me? That's a perfect size hot tub. You know what's so good about that hot tub? You could definitely have 3 different couples hooking up in that hot tub with plenty of room to move around. You know what I mean? It's a perfect hot tub. Not to say that that's what is going to happen, but, let's just say let's leave the cameras running in the hot tub. Get the GoPro under the water. I mean, get your bases covered. Boy, who's up next? Jamie's hanging out with Ryan, and they have great chemistry. And she's like, "Oh, look, there's a hammock." And Ryan said, "I feel like we can break that in." And I'm like, if he can sing as good as he looks, he's going to need a strong hammock. He's going to need a durable hammock, because the ladies are going to be jumping all over him. A curveball happens. Jamie takes Trevor to the hot tub. This is not good. I mean, first of all, I'm team Ryan, just so you guys know. Trevor's not a bad guy. He seems like a nice guy, but I'm all in on Ryan, all right? I might have just gotten engaged in a heterosexual relationship, but Ryan's making me question things, right, gentlemen? Maybe not. Okay. Or I just want to be buddies with him. Whatever. Who cares? But what's interesting is when Jamie went into the hot tub, this is what I love about my fiance, Tasha, is that, by the way, Tasha and I host a podcast called The Sap. If you haven't heard of it before, links in the comments. You can listen to us talk about sex, dating, and relationships with other funny people. Anyway, the thing I love about Tasha is she's not afraid to, like as soon as Jamie starts walking out in her, bikini, Tasha goes, geez, look at those honkers. Yeah. Those are big old hunkers. Good supporting cast that she has there, if you know what I mean. Trevor said, "Can I kiss you?" When has that line ever worked? Geez, he's good looking and he asks consent. This is 2020, folks. Cameraman got that angle from far away. Do you see the cameraman? He's like 100 yards away hiding in a bush, and he's just videotaping them like he's in the National Geographic, on the savannah. Speaking of savannah, who else is on her? This is why they warn us against alcohol consumption in a hot tub. This is it. Next thing you know, you're caught in a lover's triangle. I mean, she's barely 21. She's barely of drinking age, right? She's hanging out there. She's got a couple of flotation devices on her, if you know what I mean. She's got the old JoJo's Ho-Hos, but these seem to be not synthetic, God-given. And next thing you know, she's in love with two different beautiful men. I mean, life is tough for the young lady. Jamie's musical, too. Jamie's got some musical talent because she doesn't miss a beat scoring these two hotties. Let me tell you, right on those notes. Staccato. Hitting them. Yeah, some marching band jokes. Okay. Can you hold the note? He's going down on you. He's got the lung capacity. By the way, New Mansion Energy. New Mansion Energy. This place is dope. Right? They got the stadium lights shining on every inch of the place just so in case there's a hand job behind a dumpster, they're going to catch it. No one's getting any nookie in this fantasy mansion without the Bachelor producers knowing about it. All right, date card. I got to power through this. Date card. Ryan, the date card said, Ryan, choose someone who makes your heart sing. He chooses Jamie. Perfect. They had Capitol Records to work on the song Gravity. Jamie's breasts know a thing about gravity. Gravity is working against me. Gravity gonna pull on your titties. You're 21. Wait till you're in your mid-30s like I am. I got to do push-ups just to hide my moobs every day. You know what I mean, guys? Right, gentlemen? No? It's something in the soy. Soy boy. Ryan singing has me questioning my sexual... Okay, we got over that. Dude is a star. Ryan is a star. I watch this. If Ryan doesn't make it to the finals of any of this, Ryan for Bachelor, because you know what's going to happen. The fans are going to fall for some of these contestants, and they're going to go, "We love Ryan," and if they stiff him in any way whatsoever, and he doesn't get the love he deserves, let's bring him over to the Bachelor next season. Date number 2. Did I tell you to like this and subscribe? Comment below. Matt chooses Mel over Rudy for the date. Well, bet she wishes she kissed him in the hot tub. You know what I mean? Plain white tees have a backyard concert. None of them were wearing plain white tees. False advertising. Chris and Bree look great together. They do. Bree and I thought Bree looks like I thought Bree kind of looked like my fiance Tasha. But you know what it is? They just had the same eyebrows. Whenever chicks got big bushy eyebrows, they all look the same. Eyebrows. Let me tell you something. The curtains match the carpet. You know what I'm talking about? Big old eyebrows. So I've heard. Desperation. We got some desperation here. Julia kisses that Jeff Bezos looking dude, Josh. Call him Josh Bezos. And then all of a sudden Sheridan rolls up from behind, and there's just this like that photo of like they're kissing, and he's like, "Well, I prepared a song." And he wanted to sing his song, so he serenades Julia, and boy, is it a wild night, okay? He's got a voice. He's got a banger song. We haven't heard Julia sing, but let me tell you something. He's for profit, okay? He is for profit. I don't know what she's doing, but he's saving lives out there with that God-given voice. I am really excited for him. I mean, the vibrato just vibrates off of those curly locks. Boy, is his Subaru lucky to house that, Adonis. What are we talking about? Rudy grills Matt for not choosing her on the date. Rudy lets her ego get in the way and explodes on Matt. She goes, "You made me look like a dumbass in front of everyone." Let me tell you something. This is going to sound super sexist, and maybe it is, but I think women, I'm going to defend myself in the comments, by the way. I think women have a harder time dealing with rejection than men do. Men get rejected everywhere. Starbucks, the red light, you know what I mean? The bar. And no matter where we go, the comment section, we get rejected all the time. So she thought she had this guy in the bag. She's in the hot tub saying, "You can't kiss me yet." Next thing you know, he chooses the other girl and she goes off on him. And she was like, "You told me you were going to take me." I got to rewatch that because I don't remember him saying that. Let's move along. Trevor pulls Jamie aside and right before the rose ceremony, and he goes, "I don't want to make your decision any more difficult than it needs to be, but I've played guitar for 15 years, and these fingers were born to strum, okay? I know where the G string is, and I can hit it every time." I think he said that. He plays Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. Is this John Mayer night? Josh Mayer. Is this John Mayer night? It's hard to judge, but I think Ryan has stronger vocals than Trevor. That's what I think. What do you guys think? I mean, Ryan got to play, in the professional setting, but I mean, he sounded awesome. But I don't know. I don't know if this was John Mayer night, but everyone did get herpes, so maybe it was. I don't know. That's allegedly. Just heard the rumor. Casual Friday rose ceremony, right? No one's dressed up. Ladies are. The guys are like, well, this was the best I could do. Savannah chooses Brandon. Mel chooses Gabe. Still don't know any of these people yet. Cheyenne, Montana chooses Matt, which is a producer's pick all the way because Matt wasn't supposed to stick around, but I think they liked him. Julia chooses Sheridan over Josh Bezos. That was a big one. We didn't know what was going to happen. Jamie chooses Trevor. Huge upset. But you know what I wrote in? The last one, it said Rudy chooses. I wrote in Ryan before the answer. I was like, there's no way these producers are going to let Ryan go. You know what I mean? There is no way they're letting him go. So Rudy chooses Ryan. Does Rudy and Ryan have a chance together? I don't think so. I mean, this dude he laps her in the looks department. He's got talent. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe there's something there, or maybe it was just like a desperation move. I don't know. So here's my picks for the best musical couple. I think Bree and Sheridan are going to be amazing together. We'll see what happens. Sheridan, I just think he's got so many rings on his fingers that I feel like that must mean he's good at music. I don't know much about music. Does that make you good? He's got like a Johnny Depp level of jewelry on, I don't know. Can you imagine him like getting ready to go down on Julia and he's just like taking one ring off at a time? Just like, here we go. I don't want to get any, metallic. Okay. Metallica? Okay. I'm rooting for Ryan to stick around. You guys know this if you've heard me for the last 15 minutes. I love Ryan. I think he's great. I want him to stick around. I want him to find love. I want him to be a happy guy. So good luck, whoever Ryan sticks with. And maybe he'll go back with Jamie. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen, okay? He's in the house. This ain't over. I'm excited to see Trevor and Jamie and see what happens. Maybe they'll have a slow dance in a burning room. Boy, what an ironic song, Slow Dance in a Burning Room. It's like, that's not really a good thing. It's like, we're enjoying the moment, but we're going to be well done pretty soon. Is that everything? Is that all I got? All right, so that's the episode, folks. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Leave a comment below. I appreciate all of your support, and let's have fun with this. I think it's only 5 episodes, so let's go all in. I hope you guys are all safe out there. I know the people that watch these random recaps are all over the world, so shout out to all of you guys. We're holed up in Silver Lake, Los Angeles. We're socially isolated, so I'm literally looking forward to talking about Bachelor all day long because I got nothing else to do. Sports are canceled, but we got The Bachelor. Chris Harrison is bringing a bag of gold straight to the bank. That man literally controls society. So anyway, thank you guys so much. My name has been Dave Neal. Bye, everybody.